What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys a VGC 2016 first round of a Premier Challenge that I went to battle, I guess. This is going to be the team you guys normally see me ladder with. It's going to be the Xerneas, Raichu, Primal Groudon, Gengar. I think my other two Pokemon are Crobat and Mega Salamence. We are going to be going up against the Rayla account, which is normally the account that you would see me ladder with. My buddy Hero is going to be using this one. He's using a Suicune, Yveltal, Togekiss, and Rayquaza. It is going to be Mega Rayquaza. It's going to be that Rayquaza Togekiss team that we've seen a lot before, but like I said, this is a Premier Challenge that I went to. I did pretty well. I ended up getting top, and my first round is against a very close buddy of mine, and it's actually a really cool battle, so we're just going to hop right into it, get right in there, and hopefully show off some pretty cool tech using a team you guys have seen me use before, but you know, it's still a bunch of GGs, and Hero's team is actually something that I helped him build. I actually think that I'd like to take a lot of credit for building the team. He's the one piloting it, but it is a team that I came up with. It is a team I wanted to use at regionals, but I ended up going with the team that I'm currently using. So it's like a battle of both of my playstyles at the same time. So we see he leads Suicune, Yveltal, and I actually think Suicune is a very good Pokemon. Right now, you can use it kind of the way you would use like a Ray Ogre, but not using the Ogre, you can use a Yveltal instead. There's potential for switching in and using water attacks as Suicunes to really punish Groudons. So first turn, I would say I definitely metagamed him just a little bit. I know that there is potential for Icy Winds, potential for Tailwinds, and so I'm just going to fake out the Suicune because I also know, since I made that Suicune, that Suicune packs Roar. So we are going to fake out the Suicune, we're going to get the Geomancy off, and I believe he Tailwinded with the Yveltal, which is a very solid play. There's not really that much else Yveltal could do in that situation, as he switches out for Togekiss, who eats a +2 Dazzling Gleam, and this is a full HP special defense Togekiss, so it's going to eat it like a champ and stay well within the green. As we saw the Suicune try and go for a Scald, he went for the Scald, trying to get the burn. I don't think that was a terrible play. Maybe he thought something else was going to happen. I don't really know. He could have roared me there. He definitely could have. But he goes for the Scald. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't get the burn, and Groudon is going to come out, and that's going to put an end to all Scalds, you know, unless he wants to switch his Ray in. And if he switches his Ray in, he's switching it into a +2 Xerneas. So that's also not a very good spot for him. He's definitely on the back foot, but he's going to make some pretty good plays and try and come back here. He goes for a Protect with his Suicune. I think it's pretty weird to protect with Suicune, especially because he's wasting his own Tailwind here, but, I mean, it saves the HP on the Suicune. He knows he's going to need that one later. We see Togekiss lives through another Dazzling Gleam, Citrus Berries, and goes up to about 25% as he goes for a Thunder Wave onto my Xerneas. Now, I was thinking about, you know, just hard switching Groudon out for Raichu, just to potentially block a Thunder Wave, and also reapply Fake Outs for next turn. But I decided to keep the Groudon in and go for the Fire Punch. He made the correct play and Thunder Waved my Xerneas, so now my Xerneas is a bit neutered. He still has all the offensive and defensive boosts from the Geomancy, but his speed is cut down to a third, I think, just because the Thunder Wave is just so good. More people should be using Para right now. It's so underrated. All you gotta do is Para something, and then it's useless for the rest of the game. That's pretty much how that status works right now. So we see Mega Rayquaza come in, activate its Delta Stream. I'm obviously going to protect. I don't want to eat any Waterfalls. I don't want to eat any Earth Powers or even, you know, any Dragon's Ascents from Rayquaza. And he's going to completely call my Protect and go for a Dragon's Ascent up onto my Xerneas. I guess he's thinking he could probably just Scald my Groudon. That's what I would think he would go for here. Now, Rayquaza is going to cut his defenses through the use of Dragon's Ascent, and Groudon's going to block the Scald, and of course his Xerneas, I was going to say Hubert, that's actually the name of the Xerneas. Remember, nicknames are turned on for official, like, you know, Premier Challenge battles. I guess not official, but Premier Challenge battles when you're battling your friends, nicknames are turned on, so we see Hubert eat 2 Dragon's Ascents in the face, and pretty much that Thunder Wave just sealed my Xerneas right there. Going from completely sweeping the game, winning everything, to losing everything in just 2 turns. And I go for the Rock Slide here, and note that Rock Slide was a bit risky here. I probably should have just taken out the Suicune, but we actually crit the Suicune. I don't think I needed it, even though I do know that that is a full HP defense Suicune. And we do decent chip damage to Rayquaza, who, remember, has 2 defense drops. So if he wasn't actually using the Delta Stream, he probably would have gotten his Sash clocked by that Rock Slide. It's pretty funny to see. So now he definitely has a power play here. He has 2 legendaries on the board. I'm going to have to switch my Groudon out. I come in with my Gengar here to potentially block, you know, any type of attack that would be coming my way. He goes for a Protect with his Ray as the Fake Out comes onto the Yveltal. Pretty useless turn there, but what we did do is we did waste the Rayquaza's Protect and get a free switch off into Gengar, so it's not really the end of the world. So we're going to go Mega Gengar here, gain the Shadow Tag ability as well as a ton of speed, and I'm just going to protect this first turn. I just want to make sure that I can potentially use my speed next turn, and we're going to see extreme speed coming from Ray. He's probably assuming he's going to go down this turn. It's going to do a ton of damage to my Raichu, but the Volt Switch is going to fly. Let's see if I can get the KO. No. Even though he has 2 special D-drops, the Delta Stream is going to make that damage, cut in half. So normally it would be a neutral damage. It becomes a not very effective attack, and it's just not going to be enough to finish off the Ray. But I am going to be able to come in with my Groudon here. It's going to take over the Delta Stream. We're going to reactivate the Desolate Land here, as we're going to block a Dark Pulse with our Gengar's Protect. So here we see his Rayquaza go for Protect. I don't know if I really agree with that, but there's not that much else he could really do in this situation, as we go for a Sludge Bomb up onto the up onto the Yveltal slot, and we actually get the poison. Man, I hit Sludge Bomb poisons so often, it's ridiculous. Like, I know people complain about hitting, like, Scald Burns. Like, I know Hero missed one in this game, but, I mean, they're both 30%, but it seems like I happen to Sludge Bomb people every time, as we're going to see his Weakness Policy activate from the super effective Rock Slide that he took from my Groudon. He's going to activate his Weakness Policy, and he's going to reply back with a Dark Pulse, getting the one-hit KO up onto my Groudon. And I'm thinking, man, if he would have Oblivion Wing there, I probably would have lost the game, because he would have been back up at full. He would have had that super strong Yveltal with the Weakness Policy active, but fortunately for me, he goes down. Sludge Bomb too strong, and it's Raichu and Gengar versus Rayquaza. There's not really that much he can do. He goes for the double protect. I think that's a double protect, and he gets it. But, I mean, there's not really that much he can do. Gengar has a much higher speed tiering than Rayquaza after Mega Evolution, so he's going to go for the YOLO Extreme Speed just to finish off my Raichu, because Raichu is a thorn in most players' side. As Raichu goes down, but it's not going to be enough to save him from the incoming Sludge Bomb from Gengar, picking up the remaining HP. I think that Rayquaza did a lot of work. It took out my Xerneas, revenge killed my Raichu, and was just pretty annoying to deal with all game. But that is the game against Hero. I will leave a link to his Twitter in the description, so you guys should definitely follow him. He's the guy that goes around with me to all the events. He's usually filming everything, so if you guys see any of the little documentaries we do about the VGC events, this is the guy filming them. He's a really cool guy, so hit him up on Twitter. Other than that, guys, I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and yeah, peace out.